Khabib?
He wasn't fun to watch till the last two fights, and what
Khabib?
he wasn't fun to watch till the last two fights, and made him fun to watch was that he was undefeated, and the fact that there's gonna be someone that is gonna beat him. But the reality was, I never was fan of his fight style, never.
Well, it's wrestling. It's like severe, you know. Look, the chat's agreeing with you.
You suck as a boxer. The words cut deep. Ilia Topuria, never one to mince words, didn't just critique Jake Paul, he brutally dismantled his boxing credibility on live air, deeming him merely average despite his online popularity. What began as a brutally honest assessment of Jake Paul's fight game quickly escalated into a full-blown ego clash, igniting a fiery exchange that nobody saw coming. Paul predictably dismissed Topuria's threat with a scoff, boldly declaring that MMA fighters like Ilia can't even touch him, effectively throwing down the gauntlet in the most audacious way possible. The tension was palpable, the air thick with challenge, but Topuria, cool and collected, merely smirked, promising a savage combo that would put Jake on the high of my balls, a chilling vow that sent shivers through the fight world. The line was drawn.
Extra motivation.
Who the fuck put Islam's face?
I don't know.
Oh my god. 763 is the high record. Go zoom in, zoom in, zoom in. Zoom in, 763. Oh my god. 730 for you, 30 off.
Let's go. Let's try a couple of times. Bam. Bam. This one.
Is that it?
I don't think so.
The audacity didn't stop there. Topuria then turned his sights on a legend, Khabib Nurmagomedov, unleashing a verbal assault that ripped through the very fabric of his unblemished legacy. He declared Khabib was not fun to watch for most of his career, a statement that shook the core of the MMA community. The only thing that made Khabib's fights compelling, Topuria asserted, was the aura of his undefeated record, a pressure cooker of perfection, not the actual fighting style itself. This wasn't just a critique, it was a fundamental challenge to the perceived magic surrounding one of the sport's greatest.
He wasn't fun to watch till the last two fights, and what made him fun to watch was that he was undefeated, and the fact that there's gonna be someone that is gonna beat him. But the reality was, I never was fan of his fight style, never.
Well, it's wrestling. It's like severe, you know. Look, the chat's agreeing with you to an extent, right? Like, I'll be honest, I really love seeing the knockouts, and I love seeing the kickboxing, the boxing, the striking. I'm a big fan of that too. But yeah, I mean, I get what you're saying. Honestly, I wasn't a really big fan of UFC back when he was dominating, to be honest.
Yeah.
I'm not even trying to be a dick. They're calling me a dick sucker, but like, you made me a big fan.
Thank you very much.
God damn it, bro! Fuck!
Oh, I forget that you had pain in your.
It's okay, bro. It's okay.
Topuria doubled down, claiming he never was fun of his fight style, openly discrediting Khabib's grappling-heavy approach as merely wrestling and severe. This wasn't a casual observation, it was a deliberate move to deconstruct the reverence many hold for Khabib's dominant, suffocating style. He suggested the true magic of Khabib's reign was solely in the unblemished record, not the day-to-day grind of his performances, stripping away any pretense of awe for the stylistic elements. Such brazen remarks force a reevaluation of how we view iconic careers.
Something I respect about you is your attitude, that you have a great attitude and you always show up and you love the challenges. And actually, if I put you in a group of streamers, YouTubers and all that, I think you are the best boxer in there. But if we are talking about the greatest and we are talking about really boxers, I never would put you in that list. But I respect the fact that you started from.
I mean, you're not in charge of the list. That's why I'm
not in the charge of the list, but I have my personal opinion. And I'm saying that as a boxer, you suck because I don't think that you have good boxing. You just are an average level of boxer, which is respect. Like for me, I respect it because you started from.
Let's spar.
Whenever you get,
when I beat your ass in sparring,
the thing is that whenever you get your job like healed, let's do it. But just get ready because you're gonna need another.
The irony then unfolded as even Khabib himself emerged from his retirement to issue a stark warning directly to Topuria. Nurmagomedov cautioned him against any notions of stepping up to 170 pounds to face Islam Makhachev, labeling such a move as a forthcoming very tough lesson. It was a veteran's stark admonition, a reminder from the undefeated legend that talk is cheap when compared to the brutal realities awaiting in the octagon, especially against an opponent of Makhachev's caliber. The silent legend had spoken, and his words carried immense weight.
If
all
you
of
want,
the best in your sport.
you want me to
all
not
of
touch
the
your
best in your
jaw,
sport.
yeah,
That's
listen.
actually a fact.
Let's do it.
Like,
Let's do it with this rule. Let's do it with this rule. I'm not gonna touch your jaw because it's affected.
You can do
but
whatever you
I'm
want.
gonna,
I'll spar you with no
I'm gonna
headgear.
give you fucking
You're a
liver
little guy.
in your hands, like.
You're a little guy.
Amidst the escalating tension, Topuria targeted another top contender, Arman Serukian, labeling him an easy target. This wasn't merely a casual jab, it was a cold, calculated breakdown of Serukian's perceived weaknesses. Topuria dissecting his past losses, specifically mentioning Islam Makhachev and Mateusz Gamrot, alongside an early career knockout, aiming directly at Serukian's fighting psyche before they could even step foot in the cage. It was a psychological strike designed to plant seeds of doubt.
Probably I'm a little guy. Maybe
You can't ride roller
the best
coasters
thing
in
I have.
America.
Okay, so maybe the best thing that I have is not my height. Maybe I'm not the highest guy in the room, but I'm gonna
just saying
put
you're
you.
light work.
I'm gonna
Like, I
put you.
wouldn't wear a
Listen,
headgear
listen,
to
listen.
spar you. I would feel bad.
Bro, I'm gonna give you a combo that I'm gonna put you in the height of my balls. You know what? I'm gonna pa, and you are gonna be.
The Topuria further asserted that Serukian doesn't really have the ability to finish fights, claiming he only secures victories when his opponents are already tired, resorting to ground control tactics. He emphatically stated that any prepared fighter with solid cardio who isn't intimidated by a grappling exchange would push Serukian to panic. This wasn't just analysis, it was a direct public dismantling of Arman's finishing prowess and mental fortitude, a bold promise of chaos from Ilia.
That's what my buddy asked.
My toughest challenges? No way.
His name was Chris Miller.
I already had my toughest challenges. He lost to Islam. He lost to Gamrot. He get knocked out in the beginning of his career, and he doesn't really have the ability to finish the fights. He only finishes the fights when his opponent gets tired, and he just goes in the ground and he does the ground and pound and all of that. But if he faces someone who really has that preparation, has that cardio, knows he doesn't get like scared if he gets to the ground, he will panic. He will panic. With me, he will panic. What he's gonna do? I always used to say like this.
The root of their animosity, Topuria revealed, traces back to a notorious slap incident stemming from a social media spat. Serukian had tweeted critically against Topuria during his fight with Charles Oliveira. Later that evening, Topuria spotted Serukian at the gym, smiling and acting as if nothing had happened, an apparent dismissiveness that clearly stoked Ilia's fury. The stage was set for a confrontation that would ignite a personal feud, revealing the deep-seated resentment brewing beneath the surface.
When I was fighting against Charles,
Okay.
he tweeted something and he said, when I'm gonna see him in person, I'm gonna do this and that, I don't know what. And in the evening, I went to the Performance Institute. I saw him, and he started to smile and laugh, and I was like, all good, kid?
Oh, that's what you did.
Yeah.
But can I do it to you?
And then we went, no, don't do that. Then we went into the locker room.
Yeah.
And he was so cool, and I was surprised, like,
Yeah.
this guy is talking shit, which I understand because I understand the game,
Yeah.
and I don't take it never personal. But yeah, that was the full story. You don't always need to slap someone and make him pain. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like a friendly
it's not
smack.
Like, it's like, you good,
yeah,
kid?
no, you can do it. You can do it again if you want.
Nah, don't
no,
worry.
yeah, don't. Because I might hit you back. Sorry.
Yeah.
The tension exploded when Topuria confronted Serukian in the locker room. Struck by Arman's casual demeanor despite his online trash talk, Topuria made it explicitly clear that intimidation doesn't always necessitate physical contact. He stated that a point could be powerfully made without ever laying a hand on an opponent, emphasizing that a threat of consequences can be just as potent as the action itself. It was a chilling display of psychological warfare, proving some battles are won before a punch is ever thrown.
Right? Actually, I don't want to fight with Justin because it's like.
Okay, so who's your 3? Sorry.
Okay, will be Islam.
Okay.
Connor, and who else that I really want to fight that I always say like this fight excites me. Who else?
John
Patty.
Jones.
Patty, bro.
Patty?
Patty.
Bro.
I would love it. Like,
Someone had asked.
would feel his chin. No.
Well, hold on. He's never been knocked out, right?
Yeah, that's why I love to do that, to be the first one. I always say.
Shifting gears, Topuria opened up about the fighters who truly get his blood pumping inside the cage, a selective list that reveals his ultimate ambitions. He named Islam Makhachev, Conor McGregor, and specifically Paddy Pimblett as those who ignite his competitive fire. While all 3 are high-stakes opponents, it's Pimblett who sparks a distinct, almost personal desire to make a statement, indicating a deeper rivalry or opportunity for Topuria. His focus is razor-sharp, aimed at specific legacies.
If no one did it, I also can do it. And if no one did it, I always can be the first one to do it. And there's no better feeling in the world that when you connect a punch, I already know when I'm going to take his lights out. I'm like, you're going to go down. 1, 2, 3, ching ching.
Topuria expressed an intense historical ambition, declaring he would love to be the first one to KO Paddy Pimblett. This wasn't just bravado, it was a deeply ingrained desire to leave an indelible mark on the sport. He articulated a philosophy: if someone else has done it, he can too. And if no one has, he relishes the chance to be the trailblazer. This hunger to be the first, to create an iconic moment, truly underscores the depth of his drive for greatness.
Extra motivation.
Who the fuck put Islam's face?
I don't know.
Oh my god. 763 is a high record. Go zoom in. 763. Oh my god. 730, 30 off.
Let's go. Let's try a couple of times. Bam. Bam. This one.
Is that it?
I don't think so.
Interestingly, despite his hunger for legacy-defining fights, Topuria drew a firm line regarding Justin Gaethje, explicitly stating that a fight with the highlight is not on his radar. This decision highlights Topuria's strategic focus, carefully curating his path and only engaging with matchups that genuinely excite him or align with his long-term goals. It's a calculated move, demonstrating that not all high-profile fights hold the same appeal for the rising star.
Topuria versus Makhachev. Now, a lot of people have had a lot to say. And in fact, Khabib Nurmagomedov has come out and he has warned Topuria, listen, you are not ready for this. You do not want to step up to 170 pounds and take on Islam Makhachev. He said that he talks a good game and he fights pretty good. But against Islam Makhachev, he's going to learn a very tough lesson. And he's not the only Russian talking a bit of shit either. Old Shara Bullet, my one-eyed brother.
Hold on. There we go. Now we're brothers.
Of course, he came out and he had something to say. He said, Ilia Topuria is a good fighter on his own, but if you look at how he got to the belt, there were 4 or 5 questionable opponents. And when he fought really serious fighter, they were already worn out. Charles Oliveira was worn out. I think Max Holloway was a tough opponent, but he's not the same as before. He's taken a lot of damage in his...
Topuria's relentless pursuit of his targets extends directly into his training. He transformed a punching machine into a personalized hit list, plastering stickers of Islam Makhachev, Justin Gaethje, and Paddy Pimblett on it. Each punch thrown at Islam's image, he confessed, was fueled by extra motivation. This visceral, almost ritualistic practice offers a direct window into Topuria's mindset, revealing how every training session is a mental and physical preparation for the specific battles ahead, a constant reminder of his goals.
You're 5'6", you can't even ride roller coasters, brother.
The buzz around a potential Topuria versus Islam Makhachev superfight has sparked widespread debate, with veteran voices weighing in on the colossal challenge Topuria would face. Michael Bisping, a legendary analyst, highlighted that many prominent figures have cautioned Topuria, emphasizing the sheer difficulty of such a matchup. This consensus among seasoned fighters points to the immense respect commanded by Makhachev and the treacherous path awaiting any challenger. Adding to the chorus of warnings, Khabib Nurmagomedov reiterated his concern, advising Topuria that stepping up to 170 pounds would be a very tough lesson. But it wasn't just Khabib. Russian fighters, including Sharibut Magomedov, openly questioned the caliber of opposition Topuria faced on his ascent to the belt, subtly undermining the perceived strength of his undefeated record. Such skepticism from within the Russian fight community raises eyebrows and fuels debate. Sharibut Magomedov specifically claimed that Topuria's really serious fighter matchups often came against already worn-out opponents. He cited Charles Oliveira as being worn out and Max Holloway as not the same as before, having taken a lot of damage. These allegations suggest that Topuria's dominance might be inflated, implying that his path to victory was paved by facing fighters past their prime, a direct challenge to the legitimacy of his reign. However, Michael Bisping swiftly defended Topuria, dismantling the critics' attempts to downplay his achievements. Bisping argued that dismissing fighters like Max Holloway and Charles Oliveira as worn out completely ignores their continued elite performance. He highlighted Oliveira's knockout of Justin Gaethje and victory over Dustin Poirier as undeniable proof that he is far from past his prime, effectively debunking the narrative that Topuria faced diminished competition. Bisping further underscored Topuria's undeniable skill by pointing to his dominant control over Charles Oliveira at 155 pounds, emphasizing that such a performance against a top-tier contender cannot be simply dismissed. He stressed that Topuria's rise has been marked by precise, composed dismantling of elite opponents, making his ascent to the top look efforted and undeniable. This powerful endorsement solidified Topuria's legitimacy against the backdrop of growing skepticism. The potential clash with Islam Makhachev also drew incisive commentary from MMA Guru, who praised it as a great fight but immediately emphasized that the challenge extends far beyond mere weight or size. Guru honed in on Makhachev's unparalleled ability to control from the top, describing it with chilling clarity. When he's on top, you can see his back and torso. Yeah, you're not getting up from this. This stark assessment paints a picture of relentless, suffocating dominance. MMA Guru's analysis highlighted the profound pressure Topuria would face if the fight with Makhachev hit the ground, explaining that Islam's control isn't just about holding position, but about utterly neutralizing an opponent's every escape attempt. This dominance tests not only skill and endurance, but also an opponent's mental composure under relentless, suffocating control, a stark warning that simply surviving on the ground against Makhachev is a victory in itself. Topuria's strategy is clear. He's not just confident, he's creating chaos. By fearlessly calling out legends, contenders, and champions across the board, he forces the entire fight hierarchy to react. This isn't typical trash talk. It's a calculated, multifaceted assault designed to generate maximum heat and undeniable attention, turning every potential opponent into a focal point of his narrative. Whether loved or hated, his approach cannot be ignored. This audacious strategy has undeniably forced the entire fight world to watch. When one man decides to openly challenge the established order, dismissing revered legends and provoking top contenders, it commands attention. Topuria has mastered the art of making himself the center of every conversation, leveraging controversy and bold statements to ensure that all eyes remain fixed on his every move, regardless of what's happening elsewhere in the sport. Topuria has kicked his career into high gear, masterfully downplaying the long-held aura of figures like Khabib, while simultaneously creating heat from all sides. He challenges legends, provokes contenders, and openly calls out champions, demanding their reaction. This isn't just a fighter making noise, it's a strategic operator building a compelling narrative, ensuring his name remains at the forefront of every fight conversation, relentlessly pushing boundaries and expectations. So what do we make of Ilia Topuria's relentless, bold trash talk? Is this simply raw, unbridled confidence, or a chaotic gamble designed to rattle an entire division? Can he truly back up every audacious claim with the skill and dominance we've seen, especially against a force like Islam Makhachev? The fight world watches, captivated, as Topuria carves his unique path, leaving us all to wonder who will ultimately come out on top when this master of controversy finally steps into the cage with his chosen adversaries.